will find you eventually, and the correct people will find you in due course.
Finally, we got to this point, right? How long we are,
Right.
back and forth.
A couple of weeks, maybe a couple of weeks. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But finally, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Miti.
And you are the first person I'm talking to who I don't know at all.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. Don't worry.
because my friends help me out with my little podcast to come in and jump in. But obviously,
it's absolutely fine.
But you are more experienced in this type of things.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I wouldn't say more experience, but I do have some experience. Like, I don't want to put it on a scale at all.
Yeah, of course. But what I mean is, like, I'm still pretty uncomfortable doing this, honestly.
Oh, fair enough. That's okay. Yeah.
So it's a little bit like, okay, how?
That's all good. So what's the format normally for the Generation Q podcast?
Actually, this is it. No, seriously, I just started the podcast.
Cool. Okay, when
lockdown is started, and I was always like, I want to do a podcast one day when I'm ready. I'm not sure what about to do, and I was like, you know what, let's just start. And that's why Generation Q is in quarantine. And
gotcha. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, well, that's just a series because my podcast called Miti's Talk, because I do like to talk. So,
yeah.
And as I always say, I want to know people, to what they're doing, not just now, as in the lockdown, like how, like even you, how are you dealing, what actually you're doing. As I message you a couple of like questions, but it's not a questions because I don't like this interview type of thing. And always say, let's just imagine we are in a coffee house and having a coffee.
Sure, absolutely. I think that works well because it's a nice sort of casual way of doing it, I think. So it's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. So how can I call you actually?
You can call me Matt.
Okay.
M-A-T-T, just Matt. Yeah, it's just easier. It's my non-stage name, shall we say.
Non-stage name.
But yeah, it's all good.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, Von is a bit cooler, but I think, you can call me Matt, it's fine.
Well, I'll call you how you like it. Like, you want me to call you
Matt,
Von?
Matt's fine. It's absolutely fine, Matt.
I definitely want to say I do like your intro.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much.
I definitely
really
like
appreciate
it.
that. I mean, it changes every time because I'm sort of still playing with the effects. I've recently used a new app, so I'm trying to... I do all my stuff on my phone, by the way, so I don't really use a computer very often.
Oh, really? So you're doing everything by yourself?
Everything myself on my phone or PlayStation, so yeah, it's a bit different, but yeah.
Awesome.
Literally all my phone, all my editing's all done on my phone, stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of jealous as well.
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of people use like proper, big PCs, things like that, and I never really had experience with a lot of PCs, so I thought I'll just use my phone because that's what I'm comfortable with. I've used it for so many years, so I'll just stay with the phone.
Oh, fair enough. Like, I mean, I don't really know anything much about editing well, I do obviously everything myself, but the whole point is I came up with this type of podcast, and the moment when I can meet with people, I'm going to still go with this raw kind of way, because all I need to do is just edit the beginning and the end, and maybe a couple of things cut it out, but I don't need to do anything really. And I was like, what? Yeah, and cheaper as well, because when hopefully it's going to get more and more. Who the hell wants to spend that much time on their own to edit? I would give it to somebody to do so.
Even editors don't really want to spend that much time doing it, no.
Yeah,
but yeah.
True.
I mean, I have been tempted to outsource to get an editor, but I think not at this stage. Maybe later on, but not yet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but again, well, I will be obviously honest, and I haven't got a lot of time to go through all of your videos, especially when some of them is like almost like 3 hours.
Yeah, they're all live streams. Like what I normally do is I live stream every day if I can. I live stream normally lasts between 2 hours, 3 hours. And then the best ones, if I find that they're particularly funny, I'll edit them down into like a 5-10 minute video if I can. That's normally my format. So I never expect anyone to go and watch my 2 or 3 hours. I mean, yeah, I personally don't watch it all the way through anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't.
So
no, I normally take a section of it.
So you're a YouTuber then?
I am. Yeah, I think I always feel a bit weird saying I'm a YouTuber because I never. Well, I'm still very small time. I've got like 2,000 subscribers, I think, at the moment. But yeah, I feel
2.3
almost dwarfed
actually.
by a lot of. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I don't check it as often as I should. No. a lot of my friends do it as well, but you know.
As you should, you're saying. However, it depends, I guess, what your purpose is at the moment.
Definitely, yeah.
I guess you just want to create content, but I don't know. Do you actually try to see the analysis type of thing on YouTube?
A little bit. Like I delve into it a bit. Like I do check out which videos of mine do the best. I check out the demographics of that and the key times that people tune in to watch videos. I try and base it around that where I can. But I should delve into it a lot more, and I will be in the near future.
No, yeah, that's fair enough. I mean,
yeah, no, definitely.
So many other things you have to focus on first. You have to prioritize. Right. And when you have more data to analyze, I guess, for me as well, right now, I'm not even looking. There is no point for me to go into all these little numbers because there is not much to see just yet.
No, for sure, yeah.
And
I mean, there's only so much there's only so much you can do with like if you had, for example, I don't know, between 5 or 10 people, there's only so much you can do for research on that. You could change a little bit here and there, but it wouldn't really make a difference at the end of the day until it starts getting more large scale, and you can affect a bit more, and you have more concrete evidence for it. Could be a few outliers, for example, for 10 people.
But, it could help. But
definitely, yeah.
Obviously, feedback is important. I think that's what I would actually go for more, like actual contact with them, and I guess for me is not that much at the moment. So
no,
we'll
sure.
see.
Yeah, and hopefully soon.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't care because
sure.
If I would, I mean, obviously that is actually a lie. You always care, right? You do always care, but I am trying not to even look the views or likes or anything in that matter because it's just going to ruin the whole journey.
It does turn it from more of a hobby into a business, I think, sometimes, if you look at it too often, or if you care about it, if not care about it too much, but if you put too much effort into it, it takes away from you making the content itself, and it's you just looking at numbers at the end of the day, and it becomes more of a numbers game. I think that's what I found so far, anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, because then you're going the excitement, what is actually you started, it's just going to kill it, and you just maybe still creating content, but not with your heart.
Yeah, not with the passion that you once had. No. Maybe it would be more with a different mindset. So yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah. So, but then you're a gamer, right?
I am, yes. I am looking at branching out into other things, but gaming is my main what I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know a lot of gamers get typecasted to these. They live on their own. They just play games, but I think that demographic is actually getting a lot more wider these days. You get a lot of different people who play games. For example, it's more accessible to everyone else. For example, and so you get people playing on the Nintendo Switch, and they start streaming it. And so you get quite a big variation out there now, which is nice to see, because I know like 3 or 4 years ago, you wouldn't have had that much diversity in terms of people playing games out there. And it's nice to see how it's changed over the years. Because I went from a viewer into a content creator. So that was more sort of my path. But I know a lot of other people have either made channels and not done so well, and then just sort of lost interest completely because they don't get the views they want. And that sort of put them off, but it's not what it should be about at all. Definitely should not be that at all. Unfortunately, it is. But yeah, it's what it is.
But if you say that is it, like you are the one who is going to keep doing it without. Well, obviously, you're looking at your views. and likes and subscribers, but you will not be affected by it. So you keep doing it, but your competition will fall out because they can't handle the, well, I guess the negative in it. So this is this is the game itself as well.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I mean, YouTube itself is a very competitive platform. You get a lot of people who do try and stir trouble. For example, I actually had someone who tried to undermine my content. They started commenting very rude things on a lot of my videos. And I'd actually played with them before. We'd made a video together, and they sort of, I think they got very, I don't want to say jealous because that implies that I think I'm good, but they got pretty much just jealous and stuff.
That implies that you are good then. Yeah, you won a lot of gold medal the last videos anyway. So.
I've been very, very lucky with some of my videos. I think one of them got, I think it's just over 70,000 views, I think it is. So that was very, very lucky with one of them. I don't know why it got that many. It didn't deserve to.
No. I have to say already that stop this, that you didn't deserve. No, don't say that.
No, I mean, that is my mindset, because I think I'll always sort of have that small mindset for YouTube. I think because I don't think of myself as going to be big on YouTube. I just do it to create. I don't do it for any other reason. I make the videos for myself most of the time.
Of course, but that's why this is actually, I'm doing this for myself. Not, I know, I mean, this sounds selfish, I guess, but everything now I do, I am, all my blog posts or the podcasts or anything actually I'm going to put out now, it's for me. Yeah. Today I recorded, that was almost an hour, a brainstorming session, because that's how I actually do things when I'm working on my ideas. Well, it's silly, but I talk to myself.
No, if it works, and that's
yeah, I think it does. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to record as a video, because normally I just do like a voice recording, because then later on I forget what I just said. So that's why I'm recording myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to record this whole thing, and I'm going to put it out. I know am I going to just look like an idiot, but I don't care, because that's why I record everything. Actually, I do. And I go back. I go back and listen to myself again. Even I don't like my own voice, but actually, I don't think actually does. Maybe who can sing and stuff, but
yeah, not many people like their own voices. I know I don't, but yeah, it's a tricky one.
Yeah, I guess
when you have like so many hours of content to edit, and you end up just listening to your own voice for however many hours, it just gets so annoying.
Yeah, but I'm start getting used to myself.
Yeah, in a sense. I think I treat my voice more like an instrument now. Like I may not be a good instrument, but it's an instrument. It's like another thing to edit. So it's just another layer to it.
Yeah, that's good. But then, so you're saying you're not working actually?
I'm on furlough at the moment. No.
Yeah, me too.
So fun.
I'm trying to.
What was your day job?
I am a coffee manager at the moment.
Nice.
But no, I've been working in Five Guys before. I don't know if you know what is the restaurant.
Oh, I know Five Guys. Yeah, I used to go to one in, I think it's near Victoria, King's Cross, that sort of area.
Yeah, I guess. Me in Colchester, so it's further away. But I really like to work there, but it stressed me out. And obviously the hours, late nights and stuff. And I was like, I want to look for something easy. And all I do is actually a 9-to-5 job. And
no, it's fine, yeah.
And I wanted to have nights at home with my family and stuff, and actually have especially more family, more routine life. I never had in my life. I always working in hospitality, so you know it's like 10+ hours and but now I hope this is my last job.
Hopefully, who knows?
Well, I'm not sure how long I'm going to have it, but I don't want to change again. I don't want to get into something that I'm going to like. Because when I do go for another job, I want to improve. I want to show everybody that I'm good at it. And now I know I'm just doing this. I'm very comfortable. And yeah. What about you?
So I worked for, for Fortnum and Mason, the department store. in London. It's the one that the Queen gets her tea from, stuff like that. So I worked in the buying office there. I know it's a bit different from YouTube gaming, I guess, isn't it? No, not at all. No.
Joking.
It's just admin. It's just sitting there writing stuff down. That's literally
that's good. I always wanted that because I'm always on my feet, and I always imagine that working in admin would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I started off in retail. That sucked. Did not like retail, but then the actual behind the scenes part, it was quite a nice transition because you go from walking on the shop floor all day and polishing stuff or stacking shelves, and you just go to a nice office. You sit down for the day, get yourself a cup of tea, and that's it for the day. Pretty much, you just sit there on a laptop. It's very different. It was a good transition for me, but part of me sort of misses going around the whole shop floor a lot because you do get into that sort of routine. You feel a bit more free. You can connect with customers a lot more. There is that level I do miss, but it's sort of the ladder you got to climb up.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna figure out what you want, aren't you?
It's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I actually. Well, I do know what I want. I don't want to work for anybody, but
you want to be your own boss, definitely.
Yeah, I am now, but it's not the same. It's just like
no, sure.
It's still but yeah. So, well, I don't know. Probably you don't want to share, but you mentioned before you were planning to do some other stuff than gaming.
I was, yeah.
You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't have to, no. But I mean, I was going to do travel vlogs, things like that as well. Not exclusively travel vlogs, because I know there's a lot of channels that do that. And I've got a friend who has a travel vlog channel. He's a very nice guy, and he sort of wanted to collaborate with me on a few things. So we're going to hopefully put out a small thing. It may not be for a while because of COVID, but hopefully afterwards it should be seen.
Well, you could still do it within UK.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe do like a stepping stone sort of thing. Maybe, who knows?
No, I mean, obviously, as I said, you don't have to share it now or anything, but it sounds cool. But again, you know what? When you said like so many channels already out there and doing the same thing as in travel blogs, many people doing podcasts or gaming.
Definitely, yeah. There's many people doing gaming.
Yeah, but if we're starting with this mindset, why are we even starting it? So that's why I was like, I am kind of imagine I am alone with this, and just do it, and the right people are going to find the place anyway. So, or not,
definitely.
But
I find the most important thing to do is just have fun. Like if you're having fun doing something, then you're already winning. You don't need to worry about the figures, because at the end of the day, if you're enjoying it, then you're getting something out of it, and you're going to keep doing it. Whereas if you're doing it just for the views or for people tuning in, then it's not something you want to do really. It's something you have to do, and it turns very nasty very quickly sometimes for some people, and that's why they stop or they do less content. But it's just one of those things. It's all in the mind, really.
Yeah, true. I mean, even in the next few months, I'll be changing my mind, and I don't want to do this anymore. Am I going to have that? Exactly.
That's what you want to do, definitely. Yeah, like everyone's completely free to do whatever they want, which is great. And it's what allows people to go from, I don't know, baking or things like that to go doing admin if they wanted to, or going to do go back to studying. It's absolutely fine. I love that you can just chop and change if you want to do something else. Because a lot of people do, for example, if their parents make them do certain stuff when they're a kid, or if they make them do maths, things like that, you don't necessarily have to use maths for the rest of your life. You can just change over once you get to a certain age. So it works out for the best in the end.
True. But I always a little bit, felt for these people like, they actually they have a strength to change their minds, because so many times like, oh my God, but I am already doing this, but I don't feel it anymore. But people accept me to do it.
Yeah.
But I have a friend who started his podcast. I was his third guest, the first time ever I did this. And I was like, oh, wow, I'm so nervous. And that was over 6 months ago now. and now he's changed his whole life. He's now making his music, and he's already like changed his whole. He made a studio. He going to obviously share the podcast episode what he's already done, but he's like I don't want to do this anymore because I actually realized this is what I want. But then without that podcast part in his life, he wouldn't maybe make that, make his mind up. So it's always good.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the things that's great. I mean, if you, it's just if you decide to do something else, you can do that. That's really great, and it's really great that you decide to go into music because music's a great thing to do. Like, it's one of the best ways of expressing yourself. It's amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking my.
No, sure.
No, I have to check because I almost used all my mobile data, and I moved in not long ago, and I am only going to have internet next week. And I was like, I forgot. But it's okay. It's all good. It's still fine. I still got that. Yeah. Not much I
won't be offended if you have to cut short. Don't worry.
No, it's not going to happen. I still have enough.
Yeah.
I just needed to check it, because I don't know. I was a little bit like, oh my God. I already had to reschedule another podcast on Monday. No, Friday to Monday, because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to have. But anyways.
Better to be safe than sorry, definitely.
Exactly. I don't know what questions I texted you, like what I want to go through. I already forgot. This is not really professional, is it?
I think you asked me things like, how do you get into doing gaming on YouTube and things like that. Yeah, that's
so
okay.
you're interviewing yourself. Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. I know the stress of interviewing people. Don't worry. Yeah. So, I mean, I can tell you how I got into it, if that helps. I don't know if that helps.
No, I am not a gamer myself, and
sure.
Well, obviously, I had my days, and I still have Xbox, and I don't know if it's a bad thing to say to you when you're a PC guy, PS guy.
I hold no things against people who play Xbox, not at all.
I'm not. I only can play. What's that? I forgot even the name. NFS. What? You know the car. Jesus, I forgot the name of it.
Oh, that's okay.
It's gonna come back, by just driving a car.
No, it's fine.
The undercover thingy.
Oh, Need for Speed Underground.
There you go. That one. Yes. I even forgot that.
My gaming knowledge is quite good. Sometimes.
That's good. That's good. And I only like to play with Kinect. So obviously with my family, we play Kinect, sports stuff, and that's all my gaming experience, to be honest.
Yeah, I tried out the Kinect at like a convention, like many years ago, and that was wonderful. I just loved how interactive it was. It made me nearly want to buy an Xbox.
No, that's what really? I actually got it from my brother. He's also a PS guy. I don't know what else he's actually playing much, to be honest, and I was like, I want something. Obviously I don't want to play most of the times, but then he's like, get this one, and he got it for me for Christmas like a few years ago. So, and it's so much fun, and we can just laugh ourselves so much. Like, I think it's a lot of fun to play like that. So I always say to people. Definitely. Yeah. Anyway, I cut you off. I do that. I interrupt. Absolutely. I interrupt.
No, you're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I got into gaming when I was very young. Obviously, a lot of people who game are very young. But I don't remember what exactly my first game was. I think it was. I don't know if you remember Game & Watch. They're like these little sort of tablet things about that big. They came out like the 1990s. I think they were
like a Game Boy. Yeah.
Similar. I think just less advanced. And I think my first game was Snoopy Tennis. I think it was. I don't know if you know Peanuts, the film. There's a dog in it called Snoopy, and it's not important. They just play tennis. That's literally the game. You just tap. I think you tap 2 buttons. I think it is. That was my first game, and I progressed now onto PlayStation. But yeah, and then I decided to stream it very recently, as in about 6 months ago.
Okay.
And that was like an impulse as well. I didn't really.
6 months ago, you stream your thing.
properly, yeah. I sort of started in like December, November, that sort of time. I guess that's nearly 7 months now, actually. Yeah, so it's getting up there. Because I had a YouTube channel for ages because I subscribed to people, things like that. So that's why
everybody has.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And I sort of did it to boost my confidence with the whole streaming thing. I thought, if I could get better at speaking to people in my own house, maybe that'll help speaking to people in person, because I never really had great social skills before doing it.
Okay.
Really. And also it helped me with retail, things like that, just talking to people. So I thought this would be a good way of just practicing, maybe, because it's something I know a lot about, gaming. So I thought, there we go, I could talk to other people about gaming.
That's cool.
And so that's why I got into it. Yeah, it wasn't very professional. My first stream was awful. It was like, the camera wasn't really zoomed in at all. My audio was so quiet. It was very bad. I don't even think I had a camera at the first one. But I try and have a motto of make every video better than the last one. So I take tips from people when they comment. I then take those tips and I try and put them into action. So if someone says, "Oh, your mic was a bit quiet," I'll turn my mic up a bit for the next one. And I try and get as much done as I can in a stream. That's why I try and keep them below 3 hours where I can, because otherwise it gets to the point where even I get bored doing it. So it's just easier that way. But it's very easy to set up a YouTube channel these days and start uploading, because you can literally just video something on your phone. Everyone has a phone these days, and just go from there. As soon as you upload your first thing, you'll often get a couple comments on it. It may take maybe take like a week or two, but you will get comments on it, and that will give you all the advice you need, because people can just give you instant gratification of whether that was good or bad. And if it was bad, it's not necessarily a bad thing for you. It just means that you have something to learn. And I like when people dislike, or if they put negative comments, I don't delete them. I know a lot of people do delete them for publicity. They delete them just to make sure their channel looks all positive. But I don't personally see bad comments as a bad thing. I think if you can use them to your advantage and learn from them, I find that YouTube becomes a lot more friendly, really. Because I know someone told me that my channel was bad and everything needed to improve. And I literally replied to that and said, "Thank you. Could you go into more detail about which things I could improve?" And turned it to my advantage.
Yeah, that's a customer complaint handling, situation and skills you have right there.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who either delete their comments or they reply with something equally hurtful, or worse, they say, "Just leave my channel alone," and it's not. That just makes them either do it again, or it just makes you look a lot worse than the person. So it's just not worth. It's not worth doing anything else except being positive to others.
Yeah, the only comments I would remove if they are really not hurt, like they're really like either personal, and I had that before from an ex, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get another comment from here, and then I was like, this is not the way. Any kind of negative feedback, criticism,
it just
I am
shows
welcoming.
Immaturity at that point.
Yeah. Exactly. Ooh, I'm going to start now something, because I'm going to leave this in it.
Yeah, I was expecting those sorts of comments when I first shared my channel with my friends. That was a big milestone for me. About 2 or 3 months ago, I made my channel public for everyone, so all my friends could see it too. I even shared a link on my Facebook at that point, I think, as well. And I was expecting a lot of comments from friends. So just saying not necessarily bad things, but a bit of banter. But no, they were all very positive about it, and I was very surprised by that. I was expecting a lot worse, and that was a big milestone for me, I think.
No, that's pretty good. But you're saying you started your channel 6 months ago, and you are 2.3K subscribers, and you have like how many?
Yeah.
You keep saying lucky, but I don't think that's the case.
I think
people like your personality.
Well, I don't have much of a personality, but I'll take it.
Come on. You're even worse than me. You won't even say yourself less than, because people say, you do.
Well, Wow.
I'm going to shouting at you in a minute.
Oh no, that'll be content there.
Yeah, true.
No, but the only reason I say I'm lucky is because I find that gaming is a very overpopulated
exactly
thing as it is. I think that my video got very lucky because I think my videos are quite similar to a lot of other people's. That's the only reason I say that. Yeah, but
then something is different. Something is different than other people, and it's you.
I have yet to find out what is different, but I'll try. I'm trying.
You know what? When I'm going to have internet properly, I'm going to find your biggest views video, and I want to go through it from my very best. That's a long one, isn't it? Then I'm going to get the popcorn and everything, and I'm going to just watch it through. And then I will try to figure out what is it. What is actually you got so lucky with.
Well, if you find an answer, please do let me know.
Of course. Definitely. But I think it's your personality and your vibe, because you don't do it for them.
No.
You do it for yourself, and people like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I say I do it for me as well, when it comes to live streaming, I do make sure I answer every comment that comes on. I make a point of literally reading through just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Because I always feel that that's the best way of learning. Because because live streaming, you get literally instant gratification. People can literally say while you're still making it, whether it's good or bad. And I find that when people, you drop by just to say, "Good job so far," that really makes my day when it comes to it. So it's for very selfish reasons that I do it, to be honest.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. To be honest, because what you're doing, if you're doing it for yourself, you're going to get the things that you're dreaming of. It makes sense. Like you're gonna get successful. Well, no, I'm not saying like right now. You maybe 10 years from now, but because all these 10 years you were doing everything for yourself, you had no expectation from anyone, and I guess this is a key. This is a key of get your happiness. And I'm meaning successful.
It's part of it.
Yeah, successful. I mean, like my successful image is different than yours.
Definitely.
And so, whatever the successful means to you, you're going to achieve it because everything you do, you're doing it for yourself and for your entertainments. To be honest.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's your definition of success? I'm keen to know.
I guess it changed while you growing up, because for example, when I was 20, what I wanted, travel and get rich and all the things. But now, so many years after, all the success means to me is working for myself, mostly from home or wherever I want to be, and work from there. But all I want is just be a middle of nowhere, have a sanctuary farm, and be with my family and do what I want and be free. I don't want to be rich. I just don't want to. Obviously, I'm not saying I don't want to be. I don't mind to get money, but all I need is make sure I don't need to worry about money to, all the bills and this kind of stuff. I get what I need, and that's it. I don't want a big mansion and all that thing with it, and I just know I want a simple, easy life and no stress.
Nothing to worry about. Definitely.
Yeah, do what I want. Agree. That's what makes me happy. And if a podcast, okay, if I want to draw or paint because I want to be an artist now, I have a guitar over 10 years and I barely can play a few accords because I don't have no time. But maybe I want to take this serious and I want to be a guitarist. So why not? Yeah. You know what I mean? But This is, if a success for you is live in Bali and doing your games from there, then this is it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
What is yours?
Oh no, mine's a very cheesy answer though. Like my definition of success is not it's not a very detailed answer. I mean, it's literally one word, and that's just happiness. If you're happy,
I know. I knew that's going to say.
Yeah, sorry, very, very cliche.
No, it's fine until you know the actually what's the meaning of happy. I mean, people always say, because I listen to so many, podcasts and like life coaches and personal growth people and all that. Because people like this, I'm listening, and they always say you have to have a clear image, a clarified like goal, what you want. And I always say like, yeah, and in a sense, you need to know exactly what you want. And I don't know, it's hard. And I know I want to be happy.
It is.
But what makes me happy? You know what I mean?
What makes you happy does change though.
Yeah, exactly. But when you know yourself, what makes you happy, when the happiness hits, when that comes in, how do you know that you are happy? But this kind of things I know because I am fine now, obviously.
Definitely.
I can't complain with my life. But I know when lockdown is over, I can't do what I want. I have to go back to work.
Not so much,
I can't complain. I love my team. They are really cool and their job is not too bad itself. But I don't want to do that though. So this is
sure.
Kind of, right now, I haven't reached my successfulness, if that's a word at all. But yeah.
No, sure. Definitely. No, I definitely do. I definitely don't really want to go back to work, but I'm quite happy being furloughed forever. That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can get used to it. That's almost 3 months actually, because before lockdown, I was on holiday. I went back to work for a week, and then, obviously, I don't know what it was, but I went to self-isolation for 2 weeks, because obviously you just don't know what was that.
Yeah, just in case.
So then I'm
sorry.
Yeah, then from there I never went back. So I think I only worked maybe 8 or I don't know 9 days in March, and since then
that's almost too many days,
Yeah, I never been home that much.
Days.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can get even. I'm supposed to be on holiday this week, but obviously I'm not.
Where were you supposed to be?
The Peak District.
Oh, that's nice. The Peak District is so nice.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a birthday present, but
no,
it's gonna be next year then. It's fine.
It'll be even better next year.
Yes,
because bad weather. It'll be better next year.
It's a bad weather. I never got that tan in my life. I have so much nice color. I'm always outside in the garden.
I mean, I don't have an excuse to not go outside, but at the same time, I'm just more of an indoor person.
That's fine.
I much prefer just being inside. Just I don't know. Whenever I go outside, I always get bitten by mosquitoes, things like that, and little insects. So I figure, why not just stay inside? It's easier.
But here in UK, not many mosquitoes I've met with.
No,
because in Hungary, that this time is just horrible. I don't even go back. Yeah, like it's a lot. Or when I had my older sister in Switzerland, especially they are living next to the lake, you can't enjoy your outside time, like, and I don't know what, so 6 p.m. onwards, you can't be outside. It's just eating you alive.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, that's not cool. It's not. I'm looking for my questions as well. Sure. Yeah, no, I was looking for it, but I think I don't have it here. I don't know.
That's fine.
I had this Tetris game, thingy, and I still have it. I still have it. And I don't know what it is right now.
Oh, no. Tetris is amazing. I do plan on streaming it one day, but not yet.
You know what? I'm going to do it.
You should do it. Beat me to it completely.
I don't think I could beat you anymore. But I had another one. I got it from my dad. I think it was 2 or 3 games were on it, but it was a football kind of like a Game Boy. So you were the goalie, and you had to I was so cool. But my favorite game was obviously Mario.
Of course, yeah.
Super Mario, yeah. The standard one. I remember my auntie and me, we were playing for hours after my cousins went to sleep. And I was like 8, 12, this period. We were like...
I always preferred Luigi.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, I prefer the green hat. That's all it is, really. Very shallow.
Oh, no, it's okay. They're cool. And the mustache.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I do grow a lot of facial hair on camera. I get a lot of people just saying shave, shave. So every time I have to shave when they say that, just because.
Why?
Well, I don't know, because I find as soon as someone says shave, I suddenly become very aware of it, and I think, oh yeah, no, that needs to go.
But what if that's your style?
I don't know.
You know what I
fairly
mean?
easy with style. Like I don't really mind too much. If I shave or not, doesn't really affect me.
Yeah, I understand that, and it's okay if it doesn't affect you. But people should not tell how to live your life.
No, sure.
Like,
I think they only joke around when they say that initially. So it's all good. It's all in fun.
yeah and no. It makes me angry a little bit now because
oh no, sorry.
No, it's in general. Like, if I gotta get a comment why I don't have my hair down, I'm not going to have my hair down next time. Or
No,
why
sure.
you know what I mean? Because it can be hurtful to people, even a shave. And you're saying it doesn't affect you, and it means that,
no, yeah.
and then that's fine. But I don't know. I'm just never liked when people made a comment with somebody's look, in a sense, because you don't know why. I don't know why you didn't shave. It can be because you like it, or can be because you had the last, I don't know how long it takes to, I don't have it, but you had maybe a hard 3 days because something happened or whatever. Hopefully not. I'm gonna knock you off.
Yeah, no, good.
But you were just sad or something, and you didn't want to go leave your house because it's just, I just don't see the point to comment and things like that.
No, sure. I completely, I understand that, but for me, it's mainly just laziness. I sometimes can't
That's
be bothered
okay.
to shave. That's probably
and
it. But it's not like, it's not like it's not. It doesn't really affect me too much. Really,
you know what? You look fine. Don't shave.
I'll take it. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm used to these sorts of comments anyway because obviously, childhood, obviously bullies, things like that. But it's just one of those things. But then it develops you into a stronger person later on. So I'm sort of grateful to the bullies back in the day, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, and you're right in a sense. If somebody said to me now, this is a time machine and you can go back wherever you want, or 10 times even, I would maybe go back and see how ridiculous I've been a couple of times, but I wouldn't change anything really, to be honest, because I'm not saying I'm completely okay with myself right now, because I'm not there still. I want to be in, it's like a better version of yourself kind of thing. But I wouldn't really change anything, any decision I've made that time, because then I wouldn't be the person who I am today, probably not. 100% sure I wouldn't. And it means that either, but maybe what it would be causing, either I would be a worse person, or I already would be there today where I wanted to be, but I need still to work on that 10 years, if that makes sense what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but I wouldn't go back. I mean,
no,
I wouldn't change anything.
Either. Oh goodness, no! I'd rather go forward than backwards, definitely.
Yeah,
I'd rather predict the future.
I know. Well, sometimes it's okay. I mean, I'm trying to make myself be okay with the fact that sometimes it's okay to step back a little bit, because, like, for me, and I had a post about it maybe over a year ago now, that I'm into fitness, and it's a little bit upsetting me when I am unable to progress or something happens. And for example, now, this lockdown, I managed to work out every day. And almost for a month, I worked out twice a day, in the morning and afternoon.
Wow.
I could even see progress, even no gym. I had a birthday. I got cakes and nice things. And today, finally, obviously, you can meet up with grandparents outside in the garden. We had another cake. And I haven't worked out over a week now. And it makes me feel like Jesus, all the hard work I did. It means that I'm going to step back. With obviously the guns are going away, but that's a step back. But I'm going to learn something from it. I'm going to get something out of it. Either I'm going to get a better workout session tomorrow when I finally wake up in time and do something. But it's okay sometimes to step back, because it just means that we are doing cha-cha-cha. You know, like I did. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I keep doing that.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. If you're in one place for too long, I've always figured that you get too used to it, and then if you do change, not necessarily on purpose or by accident, then it affects you a lot more. I find, because if you do purposely step back and then step back in, I find that you get more used to being in that situation. So if in the future you are out of that by accident, it's very easy for you to get back into the motion of it. And I find that it's very easy to adapt that way. I've always figured that adapting to a situation is much better than ignoring it. So
it's a hard. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's good. It's good, but I still cannot believe it. You started it 6 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, properly. Yeah. It's it doesn't feel that long ago. It feels literally a month or two, but obviously I know it's not. But it's, at the same time, it doesn't feel long because it's just all part of that journey, and I'm here for the journey, not for the end result.
No. I'm not saying obviously.
No.
It's just looks that you do something good. In that, maybe, obviously, in that. No, stop it.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
No, you do that, and it makes me think that I started this 2 months ago, so I have 4 months to come to your level in the sense.
Oh, you'll overtake me easily. Don't worry.
No. I'm not saying it's because it's the views or stuff. It's just about the people going to your channel. And I've saw already a couple of videos of yours, that how many views and likes you have and comments. And obviously the comments, I think the best part of it, because you get more interaction with them. And
definitely,
it means you giving some value to those people. And obviously this whole thing is a totally different category, you and me.
Yeah.
Your contents are so different than mine, but it doesn't matter, because the method and the foundation is the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's definitely the same thing. But I like that you started something because you like.
Yeah.
And people are actually seeing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I find that if you start something that you like, there's a high chance that other people are going to like it too. Because if you like it, nobody in the world, okay, everyone is unique at the same time, but everyone has similarities for other people. So, for example, if you like baking, for example, and you like baking, other people love baking too. It's just one of those things. So people will find you eventually, and the correct people will find you in due course. And I reckon the people for your podcast, for example, will find it very quickly, I imagine, because it's marketed well, it looks very well, it's very clean.
Thank you very much.
The host is very good too, so there is that.
Thank you.
Anytime.
But okay, if I need some lifting, I'm gonna text you.
Sure, absolutely.
But no, as I said, I don't know about gaming and stuff. I know my brother does that. I got him this kind of like the PC stand, but is also charging it or whatever on his birthday less than a month ago, and he was very happy with it. And I was like, Mom helped me to figure out what I can get to him, because obviously we just don't know anymore what to buy to each other. But I don't know how seriously he plays. But again, to be honest, I already told him years ago he should record himself or whatever, because he loses his shit. And the things I can hear from his room, like, oh my God, I was like, actually better even not record it, because definitely going to be an 18.
Yeah. Well, there's still a market for that, definitely.
Yeah, well, he gets very angry. And I just, wow. Yeah, but
Rage quit gamers get so many views that when people literally flip out and throw stuff, they get a lot of views on YouTube, and not necessarily the best comments, but they do get very popular and they get shared around very quickly.
Yeah, definitely. People are laughing at these people, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who is, I think I can say, because he's going to listen to this, he's my ultimate fan. He's always like, he's watching every single episode I do.
Wow, that is dedication.
And yes, we work together, and he's my house. I think he's also keeps saying I am his G. I don't really know this kind of slang, so
his G. Okay, gangster. That's it. There we go.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I'm not into that. But he's. I always telling him he should do this as well. I think the only game he's into it mostly is Minecraft. The amount of
game.
Amount of things he's like, I heard him playing before, and he's just cute as hell. Like, and I keep saying to him, but he's like, "Oh my god, I can't do it. I'm too shy." It's like, you are not shy, man.
No, yeah.
And I don't know. I'm like, obviously, as you, me, or other people into this for the right reasons. I don't know about you, but obviously I do set up a couple of, like, how to say it really doesn't sound bad, like links, affiliate marketing in a sense. But for me, I always like, it's the same kind of things like do everything else. People asking me to join like network businesses and stuff. And I am not the kind of person who can sell at all, especially if I'm not believing in something. And the same thing with affiliate marketing. I think whatever I use, or for example, my hosting, web hosting company, I think they are awesome. And that's why I could recommend to people. But these kind of things I only do. But for you, I don't know what you could do, because obviously my interests are very wide and broad.
Yeah.
And I always want to do, especially if you're online and social media things, what you can do to, well, when you are like streaming and do this gaming, you can make something for yourself as well to, because I also seen a link for your PayPal.
I do, yeah. Well, we were recommended to do that as I was looking online, and it says have that. Don't have to necessarily promote it, but have it there just as a thing. But I've any donations that I have received, I have put straight back into the I've invested in a headset, for example.
Yeah.
So I've always put back into the channel because I think that's where it belongs. I don't know. It's just something that every YouTuber did. So I figured I'll try it out. If it,
it does
it's not
work
going to
though.
cause any harm. Yeah, if it's not going to cause any harm necessarily, it's just another link that people can click on. And there's no obligation to click it. I've never tell people to click it because that's just morally wrong. So it's just one of those things. It's just almost take a box more than anything.
Mm-hmm. No. It's fine, but it does work for you.
It's working so far. I mean, which is pretty good.
No, that's awesome. And I know you're saying, and as I say, all of us say, we don't do anything there, any of this stuff for that purpose.
Definitely not.
But what I'm saying, I want you open that, have this channel open to make it possible to have it. Because, for example, the web hosting company, the other, like the mic or the headphones or anything I use, and especially online, I do use more things to have like proper thumbnails and stuff, which I still have no idea how to do it. I'm doing awful of that. But you can find so many things to use free, but it's not the same exactly. So any subscription I have, couple of quids and stuff, if I can make from the donation or the affiliate marketing, because I recommended something I use and like, it just makes me feel good. Like, oh yeah, I made some money without doing anything. But my question is, what else you could do? Or do you have anything else set up for you? Like,
well, I'm sponsored by a company which do gaming accessories, for example. But again, I don't make a whole lot from that. But the only reason I agreed to be sponsored by them is because I use them anyway. So it's just one of those things where I thought, I use them anyway. So it's not like I have to redo too much to show them off in videos. So it's absolutely fine, really. And also, they do give me a good deal anyway when I buy stuff there anyway. So it works out well.
Exactly.
But yeah,
That's good.
I got sponsored by them about 3 or 4 months ago. They got in contact and just said, "Would you like to represent the brand for a bit?" And so I was very surprised by that. I didn't even think they'd even watch my video at all. So I was fine with that completely. It really sort of blew me away. But yeah, it's
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure you're going through a similar thing, where with affiliate business.
I don't know. I'm not necessarily one, like, for example, on Instagram, people already like, because of my fitness background, like if I would want to, be the apparel, or how you even say it, but I never really got to contact with them, because in the long term, it's kind of with fitness as well. And I'm not saying I want to have as a fitness clothing brand, but I'm going to have my own brand, and I don't really want to get involved with anything that I might have it. I don't know, it maybe sounds silly, but I don't want to be saying that I stole some ideas from them.
No,
because then it's going to be just I really wanted to. The couple of company were actually like in a medium size, so not huge companies, but I was like, oh, that's actually cool. But I was like, I don't, because maybe one day I'm going to have my own fitness clothing brand, but right now I just don't want to get involved, so I just leave it for now.
No, I'd do the same thing if I was in your situation, definitely.
Maybe you're going to have your own headphones company.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't want to go down that route. I don't know a whole lot about tech.
No, I mean neither.
Not enough to make a business.
That's fair enough. Nice. But that's good. That's good. I mean, I wanted to ask for a while now. Are you on Twitcher or Twitch?
Twitch. I do have a Twitch account. However, I don't really stream on there. However, Twitch is very good for when you want to do long streams that are longer than 3 hours, because it gives you more that you can do with it if you have a PC. However, since I have a PlayStation 4, it doesn't really make a huge difference to me. I only choose YouTube because that's a platform I feel more comfortable with. They're much the same, really. You can do a lot more with Twitch, but and really the stuff you can do is very minor things, and they're only sort of things that will really affect you when you get really, really big. If you get like over 1 million followers, for example, on Twitch, that's when that stuff really comes into play. But if you're small time on Twitch, I wouldn't bother with all that. Just keep it normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
there's a big push of people going to Mixer instead now, which is very different. It's similar to Twitch, only it's a bit more weird. It feels more complicated to me because everything's grouped a bit differently. It's not something I'm going to go down that route of, but I know a lot of people who are going down there because I think you can get paid instantly by them, which I don't know the whole logistics behind that, but it's something to look at, but not for me.
No, fair enough. I mean, the reason I'm asking, I wouldn't know about Twitch at all. Sure. If I wouldn't listen to Gary Vee. I don't know if you heard about him at all.
I haven't, no.
Sorry, I heard something.
That's okay.
Which I shouldn't. I'm alone. But I might just going to look for something, and I'm going to send it to you if you're interested. He is an awesome guy. I don't know what actually I wanted to say just now, but then something scared me.
No, sure. How dare they?
Maybe a neighbor or something, but whatever. He talks about so many things. He gives advice on social media and on online businesses anyway, and any kind of business in that sense. From 80-year-olds to 80, what you can do differently. Wow. And I'm always listening to him. The only reason I am on TikTok is because of him. because he is now 45 or something, and he takes every social media like this, because the amount of followers already he has, and he just, anyway, it's a lot I learned from him already. So that's why I ask, because when he not interviews, but obviously he goes and have like these big keynotes and Q&A and big talks. People asking questions, and they are like so many times like yourself, who is in a gaming business, what they can do differently and blah blah. And he just gives so good ideas from like just listening to you for 10 seconds, and so, and it's not for, and he's the one always do everything without expectation. So it's not necessarily just because you ask how you can grow, and even how you can make your channel look more professional, because you get donations or affiliate marketing, or because the sponsor, you still love what you're doing, but you just manage to get that covered, your cost. If that makes sense, really.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. It's interesting because I did actually attend a lecture, an online lecture. I can't remember what his name was now. I think it was, oh no, I can't remember the name exactly. But he basically taught a bunch of us how to make yourself look a bit more presentable online. You know, what sort of thing to include in your banner, what things not to include in your banner. So I've gradually been following his tips, gradually putting them into practice. I've still got a couple of things left to do. For example, like I've still got to set up a linking platform to Twitch, which apparently does work very well. But I still have yet to do that. But yeah, it's sort of stuff like that that's really, it helps your channel feel more dynamic, and it feels like you can spend a whole afternoon on someone's channel rather than just go over there just to find a video, then watch that video, then go. It's a good way of connecting that person to the rest of your content. And so once you get it to look very nice and very smart and professional looking, you get more, what's the word for it? You get people that know your content just by looking at it. They can look at your thumbnail and think, okay, that's definitely von Macharius, for example. Or they'll look at it and think, that's Generation Q, for example. Oh, that's
yes. Yeah, you can send that guy to me as well, because
definitely, yeah. I'll dig out the contact.
Yeah, but for me right now, I haven't really put in too much work in YouTube at all. Obviously, that's the whole thing. I want to create video podcast because I just don't want to make only audio.
Yeah,
because that's the whole thing.
Level, really.
Yeah, and that's what Gary Vee says. Do every content what you can. Write,
definitely.
Just audio, video, or any other content you can make. Do it. Obviously, not
definitely.
Video is not for everybody, and I always I feel horrible, especially when I'm doing these solo episodes. I still have to have it written down, my thoughts, because I won't be able to concentrate and get the words out. So I have to have it written down, and I'm kind of reading it at the same time and looking at it, and it makes me feel uncomfortable because I don't look real in a sense. But well, I guess I'm going to get through that point as well when I just know I just need some bullet points, and I'm just like
yeah.
So,
but yeah, I guess I have a friend who does the similar thing to me, but he's American, and we sort of do a lot of streams together. And he doesn't want to show his face for privacy reasons, I think it is. And he finds that a lot of people find his channel. They find my channel and realize I do a face sort of thing, and so they come over to my channel and leave him. And he's starting to try and get over that barrier of privacy. I completely respect his privacy for that.
Yeah,
it's absolutely fine if you don't want to show your face.
He can do something for now. Just get a mask and just have it there.
He does that actually. He did that
he does
Q&A
that.
session. He had a mask on while doing it.
You know what? That's
cool. It's a cool mask.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. That's how he will be identified. Like the guy, the DJ guy. I don't know, the Marshmallow guy.
Marshmallow. You got Dead Mask as well. Dark Punk.
Yep, I know that more than the other one.
Yeah.
I'm not into today's stuff.
No, sure.
Yeah.
There's a few YouTubers that do that already. I think there's one called Memulous. I think his name is. He does memes, things like that. He's just always wearing a bandana, a hat, and sunglasses. And he's never showed. I think he showed his eyes once on I think his 22 million subscriber special. I think that was it.
Wow.
But he's never gone further than that. He's gone very, very far.
I should go something like this then now. Let's put something. Yeah, that's cool. But that's the thing, that's how he will be identified and known for.
Yeah,
then
definitely.
It's not a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all a way of expressing yourself and making yourself look a bit more unique, I guess.
Yeah, and you know what? Because of you now as well, I wanna play Miss or Mrs. Pac-Man. I didn't even know it's Miss or Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd forgotten about Mrs. Pac-Man until I started playing the regular Pac-Man again the other day, and I was trying to find a thumbnail sort of picture because I find a base picture and I add my stuff on top, and I sort of rejig the picture to make it a bit more unique. And I found the Mrs. Pac-Man stuff, and I thought, I need to find if that's on PlayStation. It's not, unfortunately, but very sad. Very sad.
Yeah. On my Super Mario time, there was other Nintendo games. There was something like it's very similar to the Pac-Man, but it was with balloons and stuff, and I don't know how. And yeah, or actually not balloons. I think more like the dynamite, or I don't know. I need to find that one, but that I remember. It
wasn't like Bomberman, was it?
Yes.
Bomberman.
Yes. Right? Yes. Oh, wow, that's amazing. You are good.
Sometimes depends on the console.
Especially with the way I'm describing things, and you figured it out.
You described it very well, actually. I think.
Did you? I said balloons.
It's as soon as you said dynamite, that gave it away. I think.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I need to. That's all. That was a really cool game. Going back to my childhood. That's a time machine right there.
Definitely, yeah. Going back to gaming history is a good way of defining the decade sometimes, because it starts off, Pong. I think that's one of the first games, which is like the two bits moving up and down with a ball going in between.
Yeah,
that was one of the first games I think that ever came out. And then it was all text-based adventures, and you got Space Invaders, things like that, and it's progressed now into like Grand Theft Auto, things like that.
Yeah, and they are like they look like real people, like they just shot a movie, like seriously.
There's a very horrifying one I played called PT, which is for Playable Teaser, and I don't think it was ever developed into a full game, but it was on PlayStation only. It was literally photorealistic, so it's where they'd taken photos and used a computer program to pretty much put the photos into it and create it into a 3D world. It was absolutely insane. The teaser itself was just 2 corridors. That was it. But the things they did with it, they made it into a horror game, and so it was all very creepy, and the sound effects and things like that, it all made it feel very real.
Oh, wow.
And then they released I think there's a headset called for PlayStation VR, virtual reality, and they released a version for that. And I have yet to try it, but I mean that's going to be one hell of a video if I ever do.
Jesus, I tried the VCR, or that was it, with the Spider-Man with a friend. He was laughing his ass off when I was like, I don't know what I did, and I was like, I can't play with this. I feel sick. I'm too old for this, so no, I can't do it.
I'm sure that's not true.
Kinda, but yeah. Anyways,
nobody looks flattering while they're playing VR. Don't worry, everyone, they move around looking like an idiot, but it's always all part of the fun.
That would be a nice streaming as well, isn't it? To have two screens, what they see, and as well from the out, like what you can see when somebody's playing. Definitely. Because that must be funny.
Must be hard to sync up with the footage. So thinking of it from an editing point of view.
Yeah, I know. However, I think couldn't be that hard.
If YouTubers have done that, I think PewDiePie definitely did a few VR videos. I think I don't remember what games he played, but yeah, I think it's possible.
It is. It is, but yeah, I mean, once I had to edit somehow differently obviously the pictures and the audio, and I messed up something. I don't know why I did it, and then I couldn't find the exact millisecond when I was like going mad, and then just from nowhere I was like, I'm gonna cut it here. And it was like exactly the same. I was like, oh my God, I'm genius. And no, seriously, it was like, how on earth I found it? I was starting to lose my complete shit.
That must have been the best feeling ever. Like that must be just so satisfying.
Especially because I don't know anything about editing. Literally nothing. So I was like,
I mean, I use an app to do all my editing. It's just like one app which I bought the pro version for like £3.99 or whatever. But yeah, that's probably cool. The only app I've ever spent money on, I think.
Oh really? I actually tend to spend a bit here and there, but no, as I said, I mean, I started the new series as well. I'm all doing series now under the main podcast, but otherwise, I mean, it's a long story, and I don't think I could get into it because we're almost 1.5 hours. But I'm going to create a different series where I explain how I started this, because I had an issue with the mic, and I on Facebook groups I'm asking, okay, what can I do, because I have no idea about anything, and that I can't fix it. I have a background like a static noise, and I didn't spend any money on this mic. I got it from my friend who stopped podcasting, and he gave it to me, and he said he doesn't need anything, just make sure I go until the 36th episode and he is good. And I was like, okay. But then somehow, because I don't have interferes, or how it's called, straight goes to the Mac, and if something is not right there or something else, somebody gave me another idea which I need to check. And I'm using a very small, like this mic what you could put up here, which I don't do now. Clip it on, and that's it. That's a £15 mic, and I am recording with Zoom, or if I do it with my phone, which is the only expensive stuff in here. But that's it. That's it actually. And I want to upgrade at one point in a little bit, but there is no point. Definitely. There is no point, because I get what I want anyway.
Yeah, as long as what you have works and does what you wanted to do, that's really all you need. Really, I'm quite unfortunate with the PlayStation, because the PlayStation only has 2 cameras you can possibly use. It doesn't let you use webcams or anything like that. So you're only stuck with what they have. And I found that to be the only annoying thing about PlayStation is that.
I see.
It is a shame, but ideally I'd like to buy myself a good webcam to increase the quality. But got to work with what I got at the moment, and that's. I don't think it's going to change at all until the next generation of gaming either, which is a shame.
Yeah, but hopefully it's coming soon then.
2021, I think, is coming out.
That's not too far. Look, it's already June.
Very true.
Freaking June already. Jesus.
It's gone this year has just gone too quickly. I'm not liking it.
No. I don't like it anyway, because it means the next birthday is closer again. But yeah.
Oh.
Don't like birthdays.
No. Why?
I know. Then I'm getting old. But nice. We don't talk about this.
No, of course.
We don't. But maybe in private we can, but no, I'm not going to put it out so loud.
Oh, of course.
Like, people knows anyway. But let's just kind of wrapping up, because I want to let you to leave you and go your thing, do your thing, whatever. Right. So when you started this, so what did you need to start doing it?
What did I need? Well, I needed a games console, which I already had, so that's fine. I needed I already sort of had the games console, which was a PlayStation.
Okay, thank you. I knew that's what you were meaning, but no, think of like I have no clue whatsoever.
Sure.
I don't actually, but I knew it was a PS.
Sure. Okay. Trying to think what else I need actually. Yeah, okay, so then you need a headset or just a headset. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. First of all, you could just use a cheaper one just to see if you like streaming for the first time. I'd recommend something like a Sony one. They do very good ones, or Kraken. They do some really, really nice headsets. The Kraken ones are a bit pricier, but what you get for them are very good. They're very, very good in terms of what you hear, and you can listen to yourself if there's an option on the microphone to actually hear what you are saying, so you can edit the quality that way. But there are cheaper headsets out there. If you really didn't want to spend £30-40 on a headset, it's fine.
Can you use your phone headphones?
Can do. The only reason I personally wouldn't is because gaming headsets come. I don't think I have it on me at the moment. It's a little keypad sort of thing that you can plug in as almost like a splitter, and that in itself can have various controls. So you can mute out yourself, or you can change the volume of yourself on streams, which is very helpful for stream management, for example. So I'd recommend getting a gaming headset just for that, because that is very, very. It's a lifesaver. It honestly is. So headsets, as long as you get one that you can hear yourself, you're fine.
Okay.
That's the main thing. And then the only other thing you need. The other thing you need is like a PlayStation camera, or if you're using PC, it's a lot easier. Just get any webcam, you're fine. In fact, most PCs have them built in these days, so it's nice and easy. And that's really all you need, because you can just stream straight to YouTube, which is what I do. And you can edit it down later, and all you need to do to edit it down is download it from YouTube Studio, and then just put it into an editing program. And there's plenty of good free ones out there. There's apps you can use to edit. And there's also, programs you can download, but they're all very easy to use. So it's fairly easy to get into it, and it's a good way of building your confidence. So because you don't have to do it to your friends, you can do it to a bunch of people you don't know, and you probably will never see ever again. And it's just a great way of just showing what you can do and mixing and sort of playing around with it and making it the best it can possibly be.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that sounds interesting. Am I going to start playing with the... What was that? Bomberman? Well, I forgot already.
Yeah, Bomberman. And make sure maybe Connect. Use the Connect, definitely.
Oh, can I?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I need to get into this. I want to go back to be 10-year-olds again.
I don't know if it's the same for Xbox, but I know on PlayStation there's a broadcast button. So at any point you can just press the share button and broadcast. So, I
have a 360 Xbox, so
I think you can still do it. I think it's still possible to stream. I think it is. I think as I remember, because I remember my friend streamed with an Xbox 360. I don't think it was too bad. I think it might be just a button on one of the settings. I can't remember exactly which one. No, I've used an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Anyways, obviously, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it, but I'm going. Maybe with the Tetris, I'll try something. That will be fun.
Yeah, I mean, maybe give it a try. Who knows? You might like it.
Well, maybe with the little one, when she gets older enough, and we're gonna play something. I'm just looking what I was writing to you as well, so we can have a nice ending, because I never do really, and I keep thinking how can have a nice end of a conversation. But I guess the only question I could ask from you is what the advice would be for someone who would want to start out or already in a similar level than you are, and what's the benefits of the gaming? What I know it does make you happy, but because you like doing it, but just
there's more to it than that, don't worry. Definitely. I'll start with maybe some advice for people. What would I say? I would say just make sure you take everything. Don't take anything too personally. If someone says they don't like the video, it's because they don't like the video. It's not that they don't like you. They probably do like you, and the reason they're commenting is probably just to help you improve. So if anyone does ever receive any bad feedback, just take it positively. It's much easier to take it positively, unless it's just blatantly racist or things like that, in which case just ignore it, just get rid of it. But if it's actually constructive or even slightly negative, you can still work with it. Just never take it too personally. It's otherwise you'll dig yourself into a hole, and it's very hard to get out of that when you think the whole internet's against you. So it's never think the internet's against you. It's not against you. If anything, it's for you. They want you to do better. They want you to make things as great as you can. So yeah, there is that. Another point I would say is don't feel like you have to spend a whole lot of time editing. If you don't feel like it needs to be edited a lot, then don't. You do what you feel comfortable with. It doesn't need to be done massively well, because really at the end of the day, if you upload it and people still like it, then it's good. As long as you're happy with it, that's all. So don't feel like you have to make it better than anyone else's. Just make it as good as you possibly can at that time. If you're strapped for time, for example, if you haven't got enough time, then do what you can. I think that's the main thing. I wouldn't put stress on yourself to make things better than they need to be if given the constraints. That's another thing I would say. And I think I'll keep it to 3 points, otherwise I'll be here all day. And so for a third point, it doesn't matter what you have, like whether it's Xbox, PlayStation. If you like one sort of game or another sort of game, stream it, because chances are someone else is going to like what you stream. It doesn't even mind if it's like a stupid game, maybe like I don't know, if it's like Goat Simulator or something like that. It doesn't matter if you enjoy playing it, and you can. If you enjoy playing it, then people will see that you enjoy playing it, and they'll enjoy it with you. So it doesn't matter what you stream, just as long as don't feel like you have to stream Call of Duty, GTA. Stream what you want to stream. Like, don't feel you have to play certain games. They're the 3 points I would say.
Good, fair enough. Even I'm not a gamer, but I think I can take some stuff with me as well. So.
I hope so. I mean, they're all sort of points I sort of picked up on the way, so hopefully that helps.
That's good. It means that you are improving, you're growing to become yourself in that. So the whole journey, definitely. you have to enjoy the journey, than just keep your eye to the destination and then feel miserable by
Yeah. I mean, there was something else I was going to say also, which is very, I don't know, it's very cliche, but I would say always, because I've had a few friends they've had 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, and then they let it get to their head, and they think they're a lot better than other people, and they start saying, "Oh, you're bad. You should quit YouTube," and things like that. And it's just don't let it get to your head. I mean, if it does, if you do get 1,000, 2,000, then that's great. But the amount of subscribers you have doesn't make you any better than anyone else. Just as long as that's the only thing. That's one thing I would say. The cliche part would be just stay humble, which I know a lot of people do say, and it's very cliche, but it is important, really, at the end of the day. Otherwise, it creates a bit of a toxic situation for a lot of other people.
That's nice. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree with you. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Only compare yourself to yourself. Who you were yesterday and who you can be today.
Definitely. Completely agree.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much you've been here. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I felt I'm going to be extra nervous because I don't know you, and I was like, oh my God, how I'm going to do it with the other people as well. And as I said, the last 6 episodes were my friends or ex-colleagues. Even I haven't met with them for years, but it's still easier to talk to somebody like that. So you are the first person.
Well, I'm glad. I'm very, very glad.
Thank you so much. I left my comfort zone with you.
Well, I'm glad. I hope it wasn't too nervous or too awkward or anything. I hope it was okay.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm going to edit, which I don't really need to
of course.
much. But when I will have internet properly, I'm going to put it on YouTube, and you can have a look, and you let me know if you're not happy with something. No, it's not. What I'm just saying, like, you check it. If you're not happy, it's not going to go out. So.
Oh, I'm happy. Don't worry. It's all fine. It's all fine with me.
So that's is going to be on there. Well, anything else you would like to add, or?
I think we've covered pretty much everything. Yeah, I think we covered. I think we covered the main questions which I saw on the Reddit. So
questions like, as I say, it's not like, I don't really. I really want to make it as friendly as possible, and
of course,
I like the fact that like two people who never met, or like we didn't know each other at all whatsoever, and we did message here and there every now and then, but we don't know anything about each other. And look at that.
No, that's very true.
1.5 hours, we already talking like we know each other for years, and this is a beauty. This is a beauty in this, and this is why I actually wanted to do this, to connect with people. And I am taking away so much from our conversation that I can imply to my day-to-day life, because that's the thing. I want to learn from people. Probably you're younger than me, but still,
I'm 22 years old. But
oh my goodness. Why are you even went there?
My apologies.
Well, in private, I can tell you later. But anyway, people already know.
Of course.
Well, I am halfway through 40, so it's not a nice number right now. But okay, I'm going to get through this. So
it's just a number. Your number's
I know.
It's who you are.
It's not that easy, okay? But I think we can have another episode for that, okay? You know what? I'll ask you when you are going to be halfway through 40, how you feel, okay? See you in 30 years. See you in 30 years.
I've set myself up for that, whatever.
I'm definitely going to say something ugly stuff for you now.
Oh,
just
goodness.
Wait 13 years now.
I can't wait.
Maybe I'm going to reach out from my coffin or something, but all right, that was a little bit dark.
It's all fine.
Okay, before my data runs out, which pretty soon will.
Of course.
What is that? Okay, I see. So it was very nice of you to join Generation Q. And
it was lovely of you to have me.
And really it was really nice to meet you. And I really hope you're gonna keep in touch, because I think you have an awesome personality, and the vibe I'm getting I really like. So make sure we keep in touch, and just keep doing what you do, because I think you are on the right path to reach your happiness. I know it's that cheesy, as you said.
No, it's perfect.
But well, just keep going, because I you know what? I wish I would start this when I was 22.
Oh, really?
Yes, in a sense, yes, because probably I would doing something else now. I'm not saying, but anyways, we could get on into this, and I'm not saying I regret doing something when I was 22. Probably at this time I was partying or something, but well, I had to live that life that time, I guess. So
of course,
it's okay. But anyways, it was awesome, and keep in touch. Really, and I'm going to watch your videos. I'm going to find why people like you, and to make it the best way to end our conversation. And geez. You know what? I'm going to edit somehow, or at least on my blog post, I'm going to put the picture in. When I just read the comment that this is the best channel ever. Somebody said, don't take it away that it's your friend. We don't care. Okay? So
it's probably my mum. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't take this away from me. No, but still
apologies.
Okay, 6 months and people are watching you and giving you feedback like that, so it means that you're doing something good. And don't sell yourself less. Okay, you're doing something good. Don't get it in your head. Okay, don't go that far. But
I would never, Miti.
But be aware that you're doing something good, because any negative comment comes to you, you're not taking it personally, because you are taking it as an opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, and I love it.
Okay. You're so kind, Miti. You're so kind.
Just playing. This is an act. No, I'm joking. Joking. No, I'm trying. But yeah.
You're amazing too. I really love the podcast so far, and I need to go back and watch the other episodes. I didn't get a chance to do it this week, but I will do this week. So hopefully I'll go back and watch those.
That's okay. No, look, you don't have to, or no pressure. I couldn't watch your videos.
I know I don't have to. I really want to. That's right.
Well, thank you very much. Anyways,
anytime.
I think we can keep going on and be nice to each other.
Yeah, probably. It was a whole video in itself.
Yeah, I guess we could have streamed this now.
Yeah, what were we thinking?
Next time when we're playing a Bomberman or Tetris or something, okay?
Definitely.
Let's make a thing. Let's make it a thing.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. It was awesome. And as I said like a million times, keep in touch. And why not? Maybe we can come back to do something again together. So
I'd love to. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You have a lovely evening.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.